I have something to admit to you guys. I have yet to see Ip Man 3. I've watched Ip Man 1 and 2, and I enjoyed them thoroughly. I own both of those on Blu-ray, but Ip Man 3 is one of those things that's been on my Netflix queue for a while, and I keep meaning to watch it, and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And now we've got an Ip Man 4 trailer, which gives me all the more reason that I gotta watch Ip Man 3 with Mike Tyson. This dropped a few days ago on Scott Adkins' YouTube channel. It's got almost 4 million views. Ip Man 4 Final Chinese trailer, Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins. This for me is quite exciting, way more exciting than Donnie Yen fighting Mike Tyson. This is super cool. I mean, how do I phrase this?
Two martial arts powerhouses going head to head in a movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's super cool, man. Anyway, here we go. Let's check this out.
So you're a teacher?
I am a teacher. I teach Chinese Kung Fu.
Like a gymnast?
Yes, something like that.
Hey, Chinaman. And I'm here to show you yellow bitches the taste of real combat. Fight me, cowards. That's that.
夠啦！我哋係咪應該用中國武術去改變外國人對我哋華人嘅偏見？
这些老外无时不刻的想撵我们走。Is that it? Is this your Chinese kung fu?
I thought the previous one was the finale. Well, so this is the grand finale.
This is what I'm wondering about franchises like this, because
Stop saying it's the last one.
Yeah, I know. Just like, it's the 4th movie. Just let it go. You might do another one. Come on now.
Yeah, just stop saying it's the last one.
You're tricking us.
Yeah, we want more. I wanted to see more of that Scott Adkins Donnie Yen fight.
You gotta go watch it. That's why.
I'm wondering if Scott Adkins is the final fight in the movie, just off the fact that it's off of Scott Adkins' YouTube channel, and you know he's got his name in the title and whatnot.
Yeah.
And my impression would be that he is the final fight. Like that's what you're looking forward to, just like with Mike Tyson and Donnie Yen or whatever. You've got the epic thing that people are basically. All the other stuff leading up to that, you're just kind of stomaching up for, you know, to get to that final fight, in my opinion.
I'm wondering if there's 2 fights between them, because didn't Donnie Yen get knocked out of the ring in one, and like maybe he loses and then he has to come back and kick his ass
I don't know if that was
real.
Scott Adkins or someone else. I don't know if I mean I don't know if that was Donnie Yen or someone else.
Maybe.
What you have in these films is like you've got these little things along the way that get you excited,
yeah.
You know, but they have to tell a whole movie. It's got to be at least 90 minutes, and so you've got this story and whatnot that you're. With the martial arts films, it can be an emotional journey, or you're just watching a lot of action, right? And more often than not, it's the latter, where you're just watching a lot of action. With Ip Man, the first one was definitely more of an emotional journey with good action, and Ip Man 2 also had that as well. I haven't seen Ip Man 3, so I can't speak to that. But I remember in Ip Man 2, there was something that happened that was like, oh whoa, I was not expecting that. Like, it's almost like Rocky 3. In the way that it was handled, it was very unexpected. I have no idea how if this is like more action driven or emotionally driven, but I just when I hear Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins are doing a fight scene together, like that just that's just as exciting for me as when I found out Donnie Yen and Sammo Hung were doing a fight scene together for SPL or something like that. I forgot what it stands for. I think that's the name of the movie is SPL. And there's a lot of fighting in the movie, but most of that I didn't care about. I just wanted to see the final fight between Donnie Yen and Sammo Hung.
Right.
That's what got me excited. That's why I bought that movie. It wasn't for the rest of it. While there was cool action, I'm not gonna discount that. All I really wanted was that last fight. I'm getting the similar vibes here where it's like, yeah, there's cool fight scenes. You can tell there's going to be, awesome action throughout. But the final fight between Donnie Yen and Scott Adkins is what I'm paying for.
Yeah, and as you should. That's a pretty epic pairing.
Yeah.
I do feel like they are trying to do that kind of emotional story as well, or at least have that in, because there's that kind of racism backstory that's going on, you know, like, oh, these people don't appreciate us. Let's show them what we're all about, or let's get back at them. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting for the emotional side of it.
It's just kind of curious to me because, I mean, where did Scott Adkins get his martial arts from if not an Asian dude? Like, he's coming in and going, oh, this is what the Chinese got? It's like, yeah, but where did you get that? Like,
yeah, but he's like, no, but I can do it better.
Oh, okay.
You know, I took it, I may have learned it from you guys, or it's like Karate Kid, where Cobra Kai, the teacher is not Asian, you know what I mean? But the martial art is.
It could be that he is bringing some sort of Western martial arts style that we don't know about, or maybe he's bringing in some kind of French style that like has not been introduced. French have? Oh yeah.
What's their martial art?
I forgot what it's called, but they've got like, there's Israeli martial arts, there's French martial arts, there's all kinds of non-Asian martial arts. I don't know.
When I think of French martial arts, I'm thinking of like fencing.
No. French have a very serious form of martial arts.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's not as widely known. It's not as ubiquitous as like kung fu or karate or Gracie jiu-jitsu. But like there's a lot of martial arts styles that are not Chinese based. And so he could be bringing that to the table. I don't think so. I think it's just going to be ambiguous. Like, he's just a good fighter. If they give him an interesting backstory of saying, oh, well, this is where he got it, and it's not Chinese origin, that would be an interesting way to go.
And is Scott Adkins more of like Thai boxing, or is he just a mix of stuff?
I don't know his origins in terms of his martial arts background. I just know that he's a freaking badass. Every time I've seen him, I'm like, this guy's amazing. He's got the body, he's good looking, and he can fight really well. Like, that's a lethal combination. Like, he's a better version of Van Damme. He's like the new Van Damme, but even better, if that makes any sense at all.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's definitely room right now for a new Van Damme. You know, there's a space right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and fill that, Scott Adkins.
Right. Speaking of Van Damme, I would love to see a fight between Donnie Yen and Van Damme. That'd be cool too. But anyway, so that's the main event, I guess you could say. And everything else is sort of like those mini matches that you watch. If you've ever been to a UFC fight, you probably see it like on TV as well. If you've ever been to a UFC fight, you've got your main event, but you've got these little matches leading up to the main event. And I feel like a lot of that movie is the little mini matches leading up to the main event, if that puts it in context for you guys.
Right.
Not that you didn't understand me before. What you said a second ago might have some merit, is what I'm trying to say. They are trying to involve that Chinese connection kind of thing. That was what Chinese connection was about. To some degree, it was racism, but except it was between the Japanese and the Chinese.
Gotcha.
Here you've got a similar thing, I guess, with... But the thing is, the guy at the beginning said, you yellow bastards. It's like, he was Asian, wasn't he? I thought he was like half Asian at the very least.
Yeah, I know. That was weird. And also, I'm like, yellow? Who says that?
Back then, that's what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ip Man is Bruce Lee's teacher.
Gotcha.
So that's why, Bruce Lee's a grown-up now. But at the end of Ip Man 1, I believe, they introduced... Ip Man 1 or 2, at the end of the movie, they introduced a young Bruce Lee. I don't remember him being, like... If they introduced him at the end of Ip Man 1, I don't remember him being in the story of Ip Man 2 at all.
Okay.
And so I have no idea what goes on in Ip Man 3, because I haven't seen it yet. But here you're seeing him as a fully grown man, but it doesn't seem like he's very involved in the story. But Bruce Lee was widely known for challenging the norm because the Chinese wanted to teach to the Chinese their martial arts style, and Bruce Lee was like, I want to teach the Guai-Lo, which is non-Chinese.
Right.
I don't know if that's involved in here, and Ip Man felt the same sentiment. So this is all interesting stuff to explore. I mean, that aspect of the story definitely intrigues me, of seeing, what they do with Bruce Lee. And they did the little 1-inch punch thing too. Like, the thing is, you're watching stuff that was shot a long time ago, and to see like it recreated, like the stadium or whatever, the what do you call that? Arena. Yeah, thank you. The arena with all the people and him doing the 1-inch punch and sending the guy into the chair.
Like that actually happened. That amount of that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's not like just for the movies. That's for realsies. He 1-inch punched a dude and he slid clear across the room.
From what I recollect, Bruce Lee did a 1-inch punch and the guy flew back 6 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that. And I mean, I would like to believe in my heart of hearts that that's all real. That the guy didn't just jump back like like, you know, oh, I got a little boo-boo, I'm gonna jump back now and do, I don't know, like, I believe that was real.
Well, he went so fast, I would believe that was like a real push and he didn't jump back.
I used to practice that, like, on a punching bag, the Brunch punch. It's tough. But anyway, it's actually super easy. Bruce Lee was so hyped up. So,
What was that guy all about?
Anyway,